Hey golfers, Tony with Reactionary Golf. We just finished up our putting study. We had 44 participants. We measured their brain waves, looking for some high and low alpha waves. We'll see with what we get in T3, T4. And I'm putting the lab back together. And I just kind of want to share with you what we used as part of our putting study, which was our Tour Links putting system. And as I put it back together, one thing that's really cool about what they offer is, and this is I'm a big fan of, this is a hole reducer. This is one of the things that I believe is probably the best thing that can make you a better golfer or make you a better putter, in turn obviously lower your scores, is if you can develop the right speed for this smaller hole, well, that just means your stroke is more sound. That just means that your face alignment has to be even better. That just means your club path and your speed of your putter are awesome, because if we get this ball, you can see this ball barely, we can probably fit 1.5 balls. So you got enough room to make it. But what happens if this speed is too fast, that's going to catch the edge and spin out. So we really develop precision putting off a small target. Now, the cool thing is now when we get to a regular size hole, man, that hole looks massive. So that's one of the great things that they include in their putting system. Another thing they include is these mats you can put underneath the material, the putting surface, to create contours, to create breaks right to left, left to right. So right now I'm working on just creating a straight line. To give you some of the features of this, they create these arms with an elastic string that goes through, so you can really get an idea on what the ball is doing. You can look into what the putter's doing if that's what you're working on. Also with this, they have like a kind of like a putting track. You can use it as that. It has measurements on both sides. I like to use this to make sure I can control the distance the ball will travel. So I'll actually sometimes put this down at the end and actually try to get the ball to stop at different numbers. Again, just trying to mix it up. And so this is a great tool, and you can use it a lot of different ways. So the cool thing also about this is Tour Links is offering all Inside the Golf Lab members a discount if they purchase one of these systems. And it's that time of year. Santa Claus is right around the corner. It's a great gift for yourself, great gift for another golfer you may know. So check out Tour Links and go into Inside the Golf Lab in order to get your coupon code. So what are we doing here? Let's talk about putting stroke. So one of the things that I like to see, and there's a lot of different styles on putting, and really when we look into the research, the biggest factor is solid contact and what is the velocity or speed of that putter. And then depending on how much loft we have on it, we all have to put that together in order to produce the right distance. So distance control is critical, and that's where, again, you can use one of these devices to help measure and manage your speed. So the way I like to control distance is actually I do a couple drills. I'll putt with my eyes closed is one of the drills. So I'll get myself set up, all lined up, close my eyes, and just work on that and just try to get a feel and whether that ball goes in or not. And I'm just getting some feedback. So that's one way of getting your speed down. The other way, which I've done before, I've shown people this, and I've done this for years, is actually looking at the target and then going ahead and getting a feel for your speed that way. So now let's talk a little bit about mechanics, and let's get a little bit into that. What I like to do is actually get this putter to kind of work a little bit more straight through impact. I'm not a big arc guy. There's nothing wrong with it, but for me, that's not what I like to feel. Because I putt left hand low, which I feel just takes my left side completely out of it. There's no tension. The putter is being controlled by this right hand. I'm able to actually push this putter through the ball. And by doing that, I keep this face nice and square to this target line, which then allows me to make sure my ball always starts on the same line or a straight line, depending on if I want to break it or not. Because can only hit the ball straight. Now, Again, there's nothing wrong with arcing it. You just have to make sure your ball position's correct. But I like to kind of feel like it goes straight. And one of the things I've heard Nicholas talk about, he always wanted the heel to be kind of leading the stroke through the putter. And so my take on that is we just don't want that face turning over. So by feeling that heel go through, and maybe that's the reason why you got the elbows out like that, but never talked with him about it, but I'd be curious to see what he'd have to say on that. But I just really don't like that putter face to close. So then you have to learn what speed to do that. And again, use drills to help develop your club head speed with the putter. I like to make sure that this ball only travels about 6 inches. So if the hole's here, my ball's only going to travel 6 inches past the hole at the most. I want to maximize that capture width of the hole. And anytime we get outside the 6 inches, I know that size of that hole is getting reduced. So that's something to look out for. So those are a couple simple drills you can do. Anytime, if you have a Tour Links putting system in your house, good weather, bad weather, hot, cold, whatever, great system. Create a lot of different scenarios with it. And also some drills, obviously, you can use out at the golf course. So come and join us on Inside the Golf Lab. Looking forward to 2018, man. We got some good research, and we're going to step on some toes in 2018. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.